Okay. So thanks for being on, you guys. I really, really appreciate you guys taking time out of your Saturday morning. I just thought it would be easier to kind of go over all of it with you guys all at the same time rather than like to repeat myself over and over to each of you. It just made more sense time-wise. Plus, I thought it's fun because a lot of times, you know, if you guys don't come to the workshops, like I know a lot of you haven't met Megan and, or I don't know, maybe you met her, but you know, it's kind of fun for everybody to see each other, who else is really on our team. And I wanted to first of all tell you guys, I wonder if I can share screen. The convention next year is going to be in Austin. I think I already gave everyone the dates, the 21st of July through the 24th. And you know how that early bird rate was $199? That was just that one day only. It was non-refundable. And hopefully, Debbie, you got that resolved with Health Coach Services. But anyway, after that, I mean, basically what the price is, I did call and verify. So it's $250 now. It is refundable. It's fully refundable up until like some point in June of next year. So good morning, Cassandra. How are you? I have everybody muted right now, but and I'm recording just so that you know. So I'm just kind of going, we just started. I'm just going over convention. So convention next year is in Austin in July, the 21st through the 24th. So it's $250, and they do, you can't make payments. It's just a one lump sum. So anyway, I just want to let you guys know about that. You can register for that now. A lot of times they'll just watch your emails, because sometimes when it gets closer, they start to, the rate goes up. If you're interested in going, but I think my husband's going to actually go with me on that one too. Anyway, it'll be a fun thing, and you guys can even make a little vacation out of it. It's a great place to go visit, I hear. So anyway, but I did want to let you know it is fully refundable at $250 up until I think it's June, but it'll tell you in the details. The other thing is they do have an incentive trip to San Diego. That's in March. Qualifications for it started as of July 1st. And we have 7 months, so we have till the end of January to qualify for that. Especially if you're building teams and moving up in rank advancements, is very doable. And it was like it's an all expense trip for, well, for one person, if you have 6,000 points, for an extra 1,000 points, if you get 7,000, then you get a second person, and it's airfare, the hotel accommodations and everything. It's all expense paid included, and everything's included. I believe it was a 5-day trip. But anyway, so just thought I'd let you guys know about that. You could check it out on Coach Connection if you want more details. But that's something that, and it's all fun. It's just all, and it's usually like top leaders that are going, and it's not like training. You're not in workshops like you are with the super regionals or convention. It's just strictly hanging out, having fun, just a trip to reward people for building their business and helping people. So, so let's see, what else? And then the other thing that I was kind of very excited about is that they're going to be, you know how we do have Optimal Health bars and shakes for people who are in maintenance right now, or like they want a protein shake or protein bar for after workout. It's not a meal replacement, and it's not a Medifast product. It's a Take Shape for Life product. And those are non-GMO. They're gluten-free, no additives added or anything. But they did announce that within this next year, they're going to be working on making all the Medifast products non-GMO, which I thought was great. And then, let's see. Oh, and then they're also going to be bringing in sports products like to target for pro athletes and or just any athletes. They'll be bringing in more sports products too. But that's kind of, also they'll be going to Mexico and Canada. That's going to be available like really soon to be able to ship to Mexico and Canada, because right now we're just in the US, and unless you have somebody that's overseas, like in the service, and you can ship to a military base overseas, but that's it. So they're working on expanding to the rest of the world, but there's a lot of issues with trade commissions and stuff. So anyway, they will have Mexico and Canada available within the next couple months, from what I understand. So basically, I just want to encourage you guys too, that when you have events in the area, if you're within a couple hours driving distance even, try to go, because there's not really there's not really anything like being actually there and hearing from the top leaders of the company. Like, so if there's any super regionals, although I don't think anything's coming up until January, we usually have a Portland and a San Diego trip. I don't know how far San Diego is from you, Cassandra, but the team down there is led by Whitney and Rex Kell, or Whitney Kell and Greg Rex, and they are really, really, they do really great trainings and do a client presentation at the start of them. Often they do them a lot. So anyway, that's down in that area. So let me know if you need any details on that. So I basically, you know, kind of all of you are like around similar, you know, you've reached senior coach, or, you know, probably most of you maybe hit it once, maybe you're still, you know, maintaining it. And I know, so one of the things that I really learned was that, that we teach it, you know, we want to stay with you until the skill sets are transferred. And so I don't feel like I know we haven't done that with any of you really yet. So I know maybe we've done several one-to-one or, you know, several three-way calls, but basically what they're telling us is that, and teaching us that the top leaders, what they're doing to grow their business, and it's much more effective because is to stay with that person, you know, partner with them and stay with them until they reach whatever rank advancement it is that they want, you know, whether it's senior coach, whether it's going on to executive director. Because like when you're a brand new coach, you have a lot of fears and a lot of concepts, and really you're like in your own way. And so as a more, you know, and I was like that when I was brand new too. I was worried about what I'd say or what would they think, or would I say the right thing? And you know, I didn't want to mess it up, or I didn't want to offend somebody, but like a lot of different, they're going to like worry about, they're going to think it's too expensive. And it's so a lot of everything is just how you posture it. So, so what I want to do is basically they have they've kind of revamped things and simplified the duplication process. And in our back office, which I was going to share screen with you guys if I can figure that out, they have, if you log in though, enter the, all the way to the, if you're looking at it, to the right-hand side, it'll say training, and you hover over that and it'll say getting started as a new coach. Well, they have these new modules now to walk people through. And, but the most important thing really is just like doing those modules and getting with me, like to you know, to do these three-way calls with you. So I'm actually going to start like myself, even though I am executive director, I gonna start like hit it all over again. So I want to be senior. I want to hit senior coach. Well, which, I mean, I'm already at that rank, but I mean, I want to get 5 new clients this month. So, so I'm going to, you know, work with Janelle and honestly, like, I know, like, I don't really need her to do three-way calls with me, but what I do is always when I get a brand new client, I introduce them in a group message via Facebook or a text to Janelle, and I just introduce them, say, hey, I just wanted to let you know, Cassandra has decided to start a program with us. I'm really excited for her, and I wanted her to have your contact info and introduce you to her. And then, you know, that way Janelle can respond back, and then that way Cassandra knows it's not just me she's dealing with, and she has somebody else to reach out to. It just kind of helps build a community right off the bat, and let them know that it's bigger than you. It's not just my friend, you know, it's not just my friend Gina doing this, you know. So they know that they have somebody else that they can reach out to. And then what we're going to do is like we walk you through like the first couple clients. What I would like to do with all of you, because I haven't done it with any of you, is actually do a 1 second. Out, girl. Sorry, my son came home, let dogs in. Anyway, what I'd like to do with you guys is, so basically start from scratch, and let's just say, okay, who is, because I know that from talking to each of you guys that it is your desire to, I mean, at least be a senior coach rank, where you're earning $350 a month to anywhere up to executive director of, you know, $1,800 to $2,500 a month or even more. I mean, it's really, does not take that much time, and if we do it right and we get the duplication down, it will accelerate our business growth. So what I really like to do is start from square one, have everybody like, you know, okay, think of like right now, you know, if you have a pen and paper handy, write down the 10, you know, 5 or 10 people that are on your heart to help right now. maybe it's somebody you've been touching on lately. Maybe it's somebody that someone you used to like always do diets with, or was your workout partner, a family member, or coworker at work, or there's all different, I just give you a few ideas, but who's on your heart right now to help, and then write that down, and then let that, reach out to that person and set up a time and say, hey, I've been, you guys can get with me individually, because each of you have your own different story and your own different way that you would invite somebody on a call like that. But for the most part, it's just, hey, I've had success on this program. I'm really, finally found something that worked for me. And I'd love to share with you. Would you mind coming on a call? I know that you've been, I know that you've struggled, or it could even be that you don't direct it at them, but that you just say that, I'm trying to get the word out and I just want to share what I'm doing. So would you mind being on a 3-way call, helping me do some training with my coach? And for those of you who've been around a little longer, you can say we're doing some new training. And so if I could get somebody to practice with, but basically, just trying to get the word out. Because if you had a hair salon or a restaurant, you would call everybody to let them know, that you started this business. And so we're just trying to get the word out to people in those 3-way calls. But by doing, so then when you have somebody who is a potential candidate that is interested in doing programs, say there's a coworker and they've noticed what you're doing and they're like, hey, I want to find out more. Okay, great. Well, let me get on the call with my coach, because she might, be able to answer questions I won't be able to. So, so basically we'll do the 3-way together, and then that way it gives a lot more credibility, because it's not just you, it's also me. And, maybe I share my story with them, but I'm going to be edifying you in that call, and be there to answer questions. And then, so like for some of you who have been doing it a while, maybe you do have the presentation down, but I've never heard that. So I really don't know. And so basically what Dr. Anderson was saying is that, you should not leave anything to chance. And you want to make sure that your new coaches are set up for success and not set up for failure. So we want to make sure that you're posturing things the right way, and that, are you guys implementing and encouraging the use of the habits of health? Because that's really the key to the long-term success. We don't want them to just do the meal replacements, because then they're just going to, if they don't work on making the behavioral changes, they're just going to go off it when they hit their goal weight. They're going to, and they're just going to probably gain their weight back. So we really want to help people create better health for themselves in all areas. And so, so basically that's why there's the importance of the 3 ways. I just really would like to get on the calls with you guys. And so if you have been doing it a while, maybe I don't do the presentation, but I listen to you. And if you've got it down, fine, great. Then let's work on, okay, who is interested in becoming a coach? And so basically I'm just going to, if you are interested in growing your business, like when, let me know when you want to do your next connection call with me, and we can make out a strategy and come up with, specific for you, and start working on, getting towards where you want to be. Like if it's basically, I need to know from you guys how many hours a week, and what, like a time frame. Like, it's your business and you have control over it, but let me know what hours you want to put in. And then that way we can it can direct you on how to best utilize that time, so that, because you don't want to spend a lot of time watching videos, or you want to do income producing activities to help people and reach out to people. And so, so basically, I just kind of wanted to stress the importance of that. So what I wanted to encourage you all to do is go into your back office, go into that training, and start doing the modules. And then, the sooner we can try to start getting on, basically your next 5. If some of you are at senior coach, or you have 5 to 8 clients, okay, well, let's work on your next 5, and then go from there. But I want to help you guys. I know, like you guys probably all know, I was able to, once I decided that, once I saw like how like this program can really affect people and make an impact on their lives, and not just with their health, but financially too. And for me, like, it did buy me some time freedom. And once I made the decision that I wanted to become an executive director, because I thought, well, if I could just make a couple $1,000 a month, that would really be able to help me to cut back, and it maybe potentially, cut out doing hair, because doing hair keeps me away from my family in the evenings and weekends. And so even though I like doing it, but I just wanted more time freedom. And so that's what it did for me. And working 6 days a week, I was able to, within about a 6-month time frame, be able to do that. So, and at the point where I was at executive director, I mean, it was like a couple hours a week. And so a couple hours a week to be earning like a couple thousand is like, I mean, it just, I know that some of you, kind of want that time freedom, or you're kind of like, you have, I know what each of your goals are. And so basically you guys let me know where you would like to be like in the next 3 to 6 months, and we can start working on getting you guys there. So I want you guys to think about like, what is most important to you, and why did you become a coach? Because you really need to know that so that you can share your heart with people. So that's basically all it is just, sharing with people, and being authentic. It will be a lot harder to grow your business too if you're doing it just all on 1 day a week. So one thing Dr. Anderson said, like just with our health, it's really important to do something every day. So say we're going to implement a new habit, say it's exercise, or say it's, or drinking waters, whatever it is, having your quiet time. It's like, start something, but then you have to, you want to do it every day for a while for it to become a habit. It's the same thing with working our business. You want to do something every day, even if it's, 5-10 minutes, or you share with one person, or, it's just touching your business in some way, on a daily basis will really help you as well. In that module in the back office, it's going to, there will also be, a little worksheet thing to help you get your story down, especially for like, I know, especially like Cassandra, to get your story down, like, cause she's a newer, much newer coach. Make sure that you do have a story down though, that of your, how you were before TSFL, how the program helped you, and how you are now. And, really kind of, or maybe like how the Habits of Health, what you learned from doing program, and have it down within a minute or two. So there's an activity in there to help with that. But let's see, what else was I going to say? And really kind of, just, you want to be, confident, and be, be upbeat and have a healthy attitude, because that is going to attract people to you. So just, shine and be a light to others, and, an offer of hope. I know I like how, like Debbie, will put stuff on Facebook. I mean, a lot of you guys do that, we'll put stuff on Facebook and inspire people. And so, just kind of keep doing that. That will help to brand you, as a health coach. And then, the other thing I was going to say about when you do get a new client. So basically, what I like to do with each of you is, either if you've already been doing presenting the program to a potential candidate, I would like to be on a call to hear, just to make sure that, there's no, just to offer any suggestions, if you guys are open to that. Then walk them through the first few days with you, getting into fat burning. And then once they're like a few weeks into the program, I like to, like they're 2 or 3 weeks in, they're excited. That's when you want to get them on a 3-way call with me. Do your regular coaching call and say, hey, do you have a few more minutes? My coach loves to hear about people's success and how they're doing on programs. Would you mind if we just called her so you could share how it's been going for you? And it's just a couple-minute call, and they're usually a lot of fun. And then it just kind of keeps a connection and makes them feel they're part of the community. And then I'm going to edify you again in that call, and really encourage the importance of them staying connected to you. And also, they will hear things from me, even though you may have said the same thing, but then when I say it, they might, because this happens to me all the time with Janelle. I'll have been saying something to somebody, and then she'll say something, and they'll go, oh, okay. I didn't know that. And I'm thinking, that's what I've been trying to say. So sometimes people hear things from different people differently. So that's just another reason why those are really important. But let's see. And then, and also, I have really grown my business by getting referrals, but you have to let people know that. Like I touch on that from the very first call when I explain program to them, then like the first like night or two that they're on program, that's why I want to go walk you guys through those first 4 nights. And then they get in that 3-week call, you know, I kind of, okay, well, who's noticing? Are people noticing? What are they saying? What are you saying to them? And then I'm teaching them what to say so that the referral comes to you and that they don't go off and do something on their own. They don't go to a Medifast store or go online. So, so again, those are just all skill sets that I've learned over time through trial and error, and it will help you guys a lot faster if you do it with me rather than trying to stumble your way and kind of get to that point on your own. Or maybe you never get to that point because you don't realize that that's what we're saying on week 3. So anyway, I hope all that makes sense. So let's see what else. And make sure that you guys know their goals and dreams, because that is what is most important. So when you have a potential candidate, never explain the program or talk about the cost or anything until you know don't give away the how until you know their why. Because a lot of times just by, you know, getting them to verbalize what it is they want, what optimal health looks like to them. And, you know, people just don't dream anymore. They think that, oh, it's in my genes. This is just how it's going to be, you know, and people kind of settle. So, so sometimes, you know, it takes a lot of questions and trying to awaken their desire in that, you know, phone call. And then as they're explaining, as you're finding out about their life and the struggles that they're having or what their goals are or what they like to achieve or, you know, what some of their health issues are, you can listen for how our program can be a fit for them. And then, you know, as they're talking, you can kind of, you know, note that down. And then when you're sharing our offering, you can touch on the areas that might help them the most. Like, okay, they're super busy lifestyle. Well, then you can kind of really stress the fact that, well, there's such easy grab and go meals and, you know, it takes 2 minutes or less to prepare. So you don't have to think about it. You don't have to count points or calories. So, and then, you know, I was doing a 3-way with Debbie and her client, Melissa, before Melissa came on. And this was a presentation to her just about the weight loss offering. But in asking her all these questions, I found out a lot about Melissa, and I realized she used to be a fitness trainer and she's gained this weight and she would love to get that back down to a healthy weight so she could feel how she has integrity and to be able to help other people now. And then she was just such a busy lifestyle, like, you know, was having a hard time balancing everything between her job and full-time job, had 2 young kids and you know, another side business. And I totally, like, it resonated with me what she was feeling, because that's what I used to feel working 6 days a week. I couldn't have balance in my life. I didn't have time to work out. I didn't have time for my spiritual time. I didn't have time for my family, the things that were most important to me. And I felt like I was on a rat wheel. And so even from that very first call, like, so sometimes when you're talking to people, you want to present the whole offerings to them. And that's really what I kind of try to do with people now, because I want them to know that really, like, I mean, they may not be interested, but if they want, this Take Shape for Life can be a vehicle for them to help create the life around the things that matter most to them, like it's done for me. And so I had shared that with Melissa. I said, you know, this may or may not be for you, but here's my story. And I kind of went over my coaching story, which, you know, which I shared with her, like, real briefly. And so that kind of, like, that basically, like, dropped the seed for, you know, her wanting to be a coach, because it's like, you know, you guys know what we have to offer. And, you know, this program has affected each one of you that's on the call, has made an impact either physically or mentally or financially. So it's like you have something in your hands that is really valuable, and don't let your own fears and concepts get in the way of helping somebody else, because you could be the answer to, you know, somebody could have woke up that morning and prayed for a way out, and then they run into you that day. So I hope you guys can hear me. I just got to notice my internet connection is unstable. Can you guys hear me? Can you guys hear me? Yeah? Okay, good. So basically, you know, our mission is not only just to help get America healthy, but, you know, it's really to lift people up and to build and to encourage. So we want to build people, you know, build them up, encourage them, and meet them where they are. The theme of our convention was Awaken, Connect, Transform. So we want to awaken their desire for health by, you know, asking them the questions and just trying to awaken that desire in them, and then connect, really try to find some way that you can connect with them. I know one of the guest speakers we had was David Blanchard, and he's an author of I think it's called Today I Start a New Life. But he was amazing to listen to, but he was talking about how important it is in this day and age to make connections with people, and how, everything's technology oriented and people don't have a lot of, just one-to-one contact with people. And he was talking about how he and his wife they were in New York, and they got into a taxi cab, and the taxi cab driver was this lady. I mean, she had the short hair, jean jacket with the cutoff sleeves, tattoos everywhere. And she just had this mean look on her face. Like, he was like, I thought she was going to kick my butt if I said something, to her. So they get in the taxi cab, and on her arm, she had this tattoo. And he asked her, he made a connection with her by just taking an interest in her, and said, tell me about your tattoo. And she touched it. And then she was went in to say about how her and her brother are twins, and how they like to go snowboarding, and I can't remember all the details of the story, but the bottom line is it was really had a lot of meaning for her, because her and her brother were twins, and she had to move away, and he's in another state still, and she would go snowboarding and stuff without him. But she said that's why she got this tattoo, is some kind of significance that tied her to her brother. And she said, so now I have my brother with me always. And it really it totally opened her up. The whole demeanor on her face changed. So, find a way to connect with people. That's really what, this business is about, is just connecting with people, showing them that you care, and, and then finding out what it is that they want, and then just helping them to make that transformation. So, it's also so basically, let's see, we have let's see, what else did I tell you guys? We have a new mobile website. The B-Slim, when clients go to make the edits on the B-Slim account, they've made that to where they're making that to where it's going to be much easier and more user-friendly, and easier to do from their phone. What else? And okay, if we get disconnected, log back in, because I only get so many minutes on this free account, which, by the way, you guys can sign up for Zoom. It's zoom.us. And if you ever want to do 3-ways with your clients so that you can see them, look at her kitty, Cassandra's kitty. Sorry, I just saw that. If you ever want to do 3-ways with people, it's a great way, because you can actually see people. It gives you more of a connection, and it's free. You can have a 45-minute meeting for free. So anyway, it's a good way to use that. So basically, I just wanted to tell you guys, just keep doing what you're doing. It is a business of momentum, so keep your momentum going. And mastering the duplication is really going to be the key to accelerating your business growth. I am going to see if I can share screen real quick. Let's see. I don't really know how to do this. Maybe it'll take too much time. Okay, I'm going to skip that for now, since I'm running out of time on the meeting. But what I was going to show you guys, and you guys can go in and see, in the in your shopping cart, and your website's a little bit revamped. They've kind of reconfigured things to make it a little more user-friendly. But in your shopping cart, if you go to the, you'll notice there are not a bunch of kits and variety packages now. It's just one little thing that says kits, and you click on it, and there's 4 different ones, which is the on-the-go, the favorites, and I think it's gluten-free. But there's an optimal kit, and that's what we're recommending everybody just get people started on. So the optimal kit, instead of 15 boxes, now has 17, and they still give the 5 free on top of that. So instead of it being a 4-week kit, which is 28 days, it's going to really take them through a full 30 days. And it'll give them all the curriculum. So that is a much better way to, that's a much better way to get somebody started for success. I mean, 98% of my clients all sign up using the optimal kit, because the importance of the books, even if they don't think they need them, they'll use them down the road. I didn't start in mine until I was almost towards the end, but of my weight loss. So there's that. And then they also are going to have some other packages where, like, if your order's over $310, which that optimal kit's $346. I think the food part of it comes to $310, and you earn commissions off of the consumables, not the books. So you're earning commissions off $310. Well, if it's over $310, they get a pretty good discount on some other packages that they're going to have. They'll have a package like for some of the sleep products. But one thing I liked was, like, they're going to have they have like a little a package of, like, the for an optional snack of the chips or the popcorn and some flavor infusers. And so people can buy those and try them, and it's at a discounted rate. So that's something too to keep in mind. But, I just want to stress, you guys, stay connected with me. I'm willing to, like, do 3 ways and work with you guys to help you, get to where it is that you want to go. And I just think I'm going to open it up for questions. I think I kind of covered the gist of it. I just kind of wanted to share with you some of the stuff they shared about, because really, it's the business of selling. It's the business of sharing your heart with people and reaching out to people. So don't let your own fears and concepts get in your way. So we need to try to figure out what those are and bust through those. But I can say that going to events has really helped me to bust through my concepts. Every time I go, I break through a little better. So what do you guys have any thoughts? Questions?
I do.
Yes, Bonnie.
I have a question. I just want to make sure that even if they do just order 15, they'll still get 5 free.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Wait, you said 17.
Okay.
The optimal kit is 17.
What was that, Debbie?
And 5 free.
I'm sorry, say that again.
You said the optimal kit is 17 and then they get 5 free. So not 15 anymore. Now 17, right?
Right. Right, but as long as gosh, now you got me second guessing, Bonnie. The optimal kit, any of the kits come with 17 boxes, and it comes to,
right.
I believe they came to 310. If you do it with the books, it comes to 346. You can still customize and pick and choose their own, which I don't recommend, because let them do that on their second order. Let them get the variety kit first with the books. It's so much less time consuming for you. You don't want to have to sit there and have them. And if they ever do want to pick and choose, I don't recommend doing it on the phone with them. Tell them, give them your website. Okay, pick out 20 boxes. Call me back, let me know, or 22 boxes. It's really better to give them at least 22 boxes. So that way they got a little bit of leeway, and they're not running out by the time it gets to the end of their 4th week and they're down to just food that they don't like or something. But yes, the optimal kits come with 17 boxes. They still get 5 free, so it'll give them a total of 22. And, but yeah, I believe if you just order, if they want to pick and choose and you order only 15, they'll still get the 5 free on the first order.
And then the curriculum comes with that as well.
Curriculum comes with the optimal kit for $346. Yeah.
And then there is a basic, though, if they don't need the books, because if they're with somebody who already has the books, they can get
the basic kit is I believe is $310.
Okay.
Yeah. Any other thoughts, questions?
I have a question that might not be the right time, but Kathy knows of somebody who wants to refer someone who's 12 years old. And I have not a clue about someone who's 12 years old.
Well,
so I'll have to work with you on that, Sherry.
Okay, yeah. And we should be working together with every client at this point still, with everybody, really. But yes, we can work with her. What we'll need to do is get on a 3-way. We should probably get on a video call, and because that way we could have her and her mom on. And then we'll figure things out. But we do have a teen program. And we can talk to nutrition support too to confirm once we know her, where she's at, her health goals, her health issues, if she has any, just basically, where she's at. Then we can confirm with nutrition support which plan, but it's probably going to be the teen plan for her. And by the way, if you guys, when you say, don't say.
You just sent me.
Huh? What was that, Debbie? What was your question, Debbie?
You're totally.
Shoot. I
Lost her.
Uh-oh. Okay, I'm not sure what her question was, but anyway, when you guys, there she is, she's back, and you're muted. Let me unmute you, Debbie. I don't know what your question was, Debbie. Uh-oh. I can't seem to unmute you, so maybe if you can unmute yourself or maybe type out the question at the bottom. If you go to manage participant, or if you click at the bottom under participants, I think you'll be able to send a message. But anyway, yeah, so we have nutrition support. So really pretty much anybody, I'm sure that, we can help them in some way. They may not be able to do 5-in-1 plan. So we need to talk with nutrition support, have them check with their doctor. And if you're doing like a video, when we want to do these 3 ways with people, don't ask them if they know, oh, do you know how to use Zoom or whatever, just tell them, hey, I'm going to send you the link, just click it. And that way people aren't intimidated. So, other questions, comments? Was it helpful at all?
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, the only thing I was thinking, Sherry, is, can everyone hear me? Yeah.
Yeah.
I was just thinking the other day when we were talking and you gave me kind of that checklist of like 5. Did you go over that? Did you say that already? 5. You said something like every day what we should be doing, like to set goals for ourselves, is talk to 5 new people, follow up with 5 people, post something on our Facebooks, and, comment or like on 5 people's, posts or something like that. Not necessarily take Shape for Life or For Life related, but just to kind of, be active in the Facebook community. And I thought that was a good daily checklist for, kind of just the very beginning, setting goals of what we should be doing every day.
Right. I'm glad you brought that up. Thanks for bringing that up to me, because we have a tracker sheet that we should be using, and that was one of the things I wanted to point out too.
Oh, right.
I can email you. What was that?
It's different than the one we have had in the past.
Yes. And it was created by, some of the top leaders kind of got together and